to my weekly vlog. Today we're gonna do a garden update. So I'm just heading outside right now. We just went to the vet. Finn's really susceptible to ear infections, and we've been going down to the river a lot this summer. Ever since the weekend of the 4th of July and it got super hot here in Washington, we have been going down to the river almost every day to just do like a cold plunge because the river is still really cold. Like, we just are so fortunate to live in such a beautiful place, and so we just started really taking advantage of the fact that we live next to the river. Started going down there every day. Can you sit? Sit. Good boy. Then we'll just get into the garden tour. Let's start with the pond. We'll go over here, look at the pond, and then we'll just kind of like work our way through the yard. Remember, I purchased this lily from the local hardware store. Magnolia right here. These are the hibiscus. They kind of stopped blooming, but they were really pretty when they were blooming. We'll go around this little island area. We've got some succulents over here. And we've got our blueberries, and they are delicious. This one's been picked apart by the birds, but we did get to enjoy some of them. This one has a few still ripening, and then this one is loaded, and they just need to kind of ripen up. And then if you remember, I planted these Mexican sunflower right here. So those have gotten a lot larger since I planted them. So this will be a nice little patch. This is a lily, and we just have it in this large terracotta, and it just opened up. It is beautiful. I love these lilies so much. And then over here I have some zinnias right here. I can't actually remember what I put back there. We've got a hydrangea back in the corner, and then I honestly can't remember what this is, and it might even be a weed. I really don't know. And then we've got the snapdragons up here that have really bounced back. They're looking great. And the French lavender right here. Love that. And this is a really pretty, this is that pink grass that I bought a while ago. It's doing really well right there. Hang on, I have to take my, I need to take my jacket off because it is hot out here. Oh my gosh, that is so much better. Okay, while we're over here actually, we've got the begonias. This basket has seen better days. I think it's just getting too hot for it. These are the sour orange. So we'll have some sour oranges that we can try. There's a few of them on there. That's really exciting. And then we also have this lemon, which, look at, we're going to have lemons. That is so cool. Yeah, so there's like quite a few lemons on here. So that's our little citrus garden. I just like to have it on the steps because it's getting plenty of sun, but then we just have some little succulents and other things in pots here. Jordan built this little walkway out to the yard, and I honestly can't remember what these are, but they're finally opening up, and I think they look really cool actually. I don't know what they are. Please help. Please tell me if you know. And then this is our apple tree that we got from Costco last year. Not expecting any apples this year, but it is doing really well. And we have raspberries. Yum. It's so good. Then we have the roses over here. So kind of looking out. This is kind of the rose corner, I would say. And I've been deadheading them and pruning them back. But we have 5 different roses, and you cut them back to continue the blooming cycle all year. I am so sorry about the airplanes and all of the noise. This is just so annoying. Look at that. gorgeous rose. These look so good in the evening sunlight when the sun is setting. Looks like a sunset. This one back here. Obviously the peonies are done. It's very late in the season for peonies, and now they're just absorbing the sun and nutrients to take back to the tuber. And I think I need to move some of these and split them this year because I think it's just a little bit too dense. And then this is our, Jordan put the shade cloth up to protect the like propagation area for all of our plants, and they're doing really well. And this rose is we don't know where it came from. It's like this red orange rose over here that's mixed in with this one that I got from a friend. My friend Rachel gave me these 2 roses from her yard, and we've been growing them in pots. So this is like a cute little white rose, and then these are some figs that Jordan's growing. It's really cool. Okay, so here's a little update to the greenhouse. So I pulled all of our garlic and I've been drying it right here in front of the fan. I don't know if you can hear me because we have this fan going. But I've just been drying it out. It needs to dry for 2 to 4 weeks depending on how long it takes for it to get that like kind of dry layer around it. And then this is kind of what I've got going on in here right now. We have more lettuce, more kale, the firetail, more lettuce, more lettuce. There's a lime in that pot. I could move that. There's another lime in this pot. I wasn't sure if they were going to survive because they were looking pretty rough. And then we have basil. So I just have the basil still in the pot that I bought it from the store in, and it's actually starting to bolt. So I need to either cut that off and use it, or I don't know. I've never been good with basil, but this one seems to be doing okay in the greenhouse. The allium I have here drying out because I just thought it looked cool, so I wanted to keep it. And also we're gonna get the seeds from it. So it's got these little seed pods. Up here we just have like a bunch of our dried flowers. This is the grape hyacinth that was in the front yard. I just love that sound. But Jordan already got the seeds from that, so we'll have that to plant next year. So yeah, that's the greenhouse. My flowers, my cut flowers. I am so excited about these. Actually 3 raised beds of zinnias and amaranth. Somehow there's amaranth in this dirt. I think like it seeded last year, and when I went to plant my zinnias, I didn't realize the amaranth was also growing in here. So I kind of like the way it looks all mixed together. It's kind of fun. And then I also have dahlias just growing in here. So some of these dahlias are pretty pretty chunky already. And these are the ones that I had tubers stored, and then I also repurchased a couple of tubers because a lot of mine went bad over the winter. I didn't store them correctly, but a couple did come back. And then these smaller ones are all from seed, so hopefully they catch up and this like really fills in to be this really beautiful kind of dahlia raised bed cut flower area. I am very happy with the zinnias from Floret Farm, so we'll start here and I'll just kind of go over. This one is the Precious Metals from Floret, and I think they're looking really good. I think they're such pretty colors. They're gorgeous. This is the Swan Creek Pastels, and I also purchased these from Floret, and they're just really doing well in this bed specifically. This one is my favorite so far. I just love the center, this like bright kind of peachy orange color, and then the single set of petals around the edge. I just think it's so cute, but all of them look really good together. So I'm very pleased with how these are growing, and the colors are just so pretty. I love the pastels. I'm so glad I got this. I think it's so pretty. Over here, this set is the Dawn Creek Peach Zinnia, and they're just these like light kind of peachy colors and yellow, and only about 2 of them are open so far. So we have that one and we have this one. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how these come through. Oh, and a couple over here actually. And then again with the amaranth, I just love how pretty these beds are. On to, it's so hot out here. Let's go take a look at the garden and the vegetables, and I'll give an update on those. This is the zucchini, and we actually had some the other night, and it's so delicious in the air fryer with like a little bit of breading on it, and olive oil. So easy to cook, and you can see that there's just like a bunch growing in there, so that's delicious. And then we have the peas. Honestly, I don't know if there's anything better than eating vegetables from your own garden. Also, I'm sorry about like the halo. It's super humid today, so my camera is kind of casting this halo on everything. It's just the time of year. Cucumbers. I don't know if there are any on here just yet. It doesn't look like it, just flowers, but they're doing really well. So I wasn't sure if they were gonna make it. We were having a tough time getting them to take off, but they are really loving vining up this trellis that we made. They just grab a hold of the trellis, and then I did help start it up the trellis with just like a little zip tie. We have the tomatoes, which are starting to tomato. These are both cherry tomatoes, so I'm really excited for when those start to ripen up. And also the marigolds in here, which help keep bugs away from the tomatoes. And then we moved these over here. We have a pepper and a jalapeno and another tomato. And then I moved the eggplant that I had over here, and it's actually not doing very well. It has one flower on it. But hopefully we get at least one eggplant out of it. It looks like it has another flower there. So that'll be cool. And then I put a couple of these tomato starts that I had in the greenhouse out here, but they are so far behind that I do not think that they will grow fast enough to get tomatoes off of this plant. So just toss those there as an experiment. And then again with marigolds kind of around it to help keep the bugs off. Lettuce, we've been having lettuce almost every night with dinner, and also the kale has been doing really well also. Yeah, so that's pretty much the garden. 2 types of kale, butter lettuce. I can't remember what this is called, but it's just another type of lettuce. And yeah, that's the update. I think that's all I've got for you. Today I'm gonna go over in the shade to just, oh my gosh, it is so hot out. You can tell like my cheeks are just getting so red. That is the garden update, and these are some of like my favorite videos to make because I just love being in the garden so much and being outside. I think in the next video I might share a little bit of behind the scenes of what all I've been doing with my photography business. I am starting to book clients, and I have a little bit of an update on the whole business of it all because I think I was just trying to do too much as just like one person because I was offering all different types of services like website design, brand suites, photography, social media, and I just decided to kind of like scale back a little bit and focus on what I really want to do. So I'll have an update on all of that in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. As always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.